Hello. Obviously I'm going to be talking about socialization and socialization of gender specifically. But I can recall from around third grade, um, one of my favorite colors was the color purple, and we were doing some coloring assignment in art class, and there was a teacher's helper in there, and I was using the color purple, obviously being my favorite color. Um, that teacher's assistant or helper came around and said, "Oh, that's usually a color that girls would pick. Like, are you sure you don't want to pick another color?" And I remember that really sticking with me, just because I know when I was being raised, I was always taught about like the history of like Africa and everything like that from my mom, and I was always told that the color purple is the color of royalty, and for an instructor to come up and tell me something like that, that just really like stuck with me in my heart, because it's like, okay, well, my favorite color being purple, does that make me like feminine? Does that make me girly? Like, it's just weird to see, or learning how the color purple is literally like royalty. It's like a meaning of royalty, the color of royalty. And now, it's seen as something feminine, or something that only girls should like really like or under or be using. Um, much like today, there's a lot of things that people have tried to make feminine or have made feminine. Obviously, colors like purple, pink, and I think some places even green is seen as a more feminine color. Um, there's movies, TV shows, so many things around children where I remember going to school saying, "Oh yeah, did you guys like see the new let's say High School Musical?" Movies like that just blown completely out of the water to seem feminine. Um, I don't know if it was children being embarrassed or something that their parents told them, but you can see how things like that have just trickled down, and it sets like the wrong mindset for these children that are watching these movies. For me, I guess I'd like to say that I'm really thankful that I had a more of a understanding on how things may really seem. My mom, my dad, they were always there, to tell me like, okay, like things aren't really like this way, Um, and I know my generation alone, a lot of things aren't necessarily feminine or like masculine anymore. Um, where my generation specifically is really trying to break down those barriers. And, we keep making strides in the right direction right now. But it's just really interesting to see how something could have gone um, from royalty, and now it's you know demeaning and seen as feminine, being a color. It's just interesting that that people would push that onto children, um, already being so prone to picking up on certain things like that. So